This BT Traffic Update is brought to you by 660 News, Calgary's only all-news radio station.
Good morning, everyone. Prime Minister Stephen Harper has agreed to opposition demands that Parliament should spend more time studying Bill C-51, the government's anti-terror bill. As a result, there will be 9 committee meetings on the bill instead of the initial 4. The NDP refuses to support the legislation, saying the bill is too vaguely worded. The Liberals say they'll vote for it, even though they say it's flawed. Bill C-51 seeks to increase the powers of police and spy agencies in the name of fighting terrorism.
I'm here in Syria. I originally come from Canada.
There are reports sick young Quebecers may have joined jihadist groups in the Middle East. Federal officials are urging families across the country to get in touch with police if they suspect relatives have been radicalized. Montreal's La Presse reports 4 men and 2 women between the ages of 18 and 20 left the Montreal area in January to fight with jihadists in Syria. Federal Public Safety Minister Stephen Blaney says the reports highlight the need for passage of the Conservatives' controversial anti-terror bill.
And our studies clearly demonstrate that in 80% of the case, when an individual is willing to travel for terrorist purposes, the people around are aware or informed of that situation. So it is important to report it to the authority for the well-being of that individual, for not being further radicalized, and also for saving human lives.
Blaney says the bill would provide police more tools to stop radicalization and help tackle the issue of high-risk travelers. One of the world's most wanted terrorists has been identified. The masked man seen in a series of ISIS beheading videos, known as Jihadi John, has been identified as Mohammed Emwazi. This is the man who has beheaded several hostages held by ISIS. He was a young college-educated computer programmer who grew up in London before becoming radicalized. FBI investigators say they are building a case should there be a chance to capture Emwazi. U.S. officials say much of that is based on intelligence built from interviews with former captives. Right now, American and British officials are still unsure about Emwazi's location. This last trading day of the week begins with mixed numbers from both sides of the border. We continue to keep an eye on oil prices as rising crude inventories push the price below the $50 a barrel mark.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by 660 News.
If you were tired of winter, why not take part in Holi, an Indian festival welcoming spring? Holi is an ancient Indian celebration where people throw colored powder on each other, signifying the end of winter and the start of spring. It's a celebration of love meant to bring communities together.
Every color has got some kind of a meaning, right? So every color, so this is like a blend of colors which signifies happiness, togetherness. Back home in India, they say that even the enemies are friends on that day.
You can take part in Holi celebrations on Saturday, March 6th at the Magnolia Banquet Hall in Northeast Calgary. For more information, go to sparkproductions.com. And that is your news this morning, too, 6:35.